Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Season 5 NRSL Universal Cup Series, the Golden Season, Chase Race number 9, here at Sebring, the second to last race of the season before we crown ourselves a champion in the Golden Season. This has been an absolute runaway, but a couple drivers are trying to close in on the points leader, Dylan Poteet, which you can see starts second. But before we get to talk about the points in the starting lineup, I'm here joined by a co-commentator for this race, and probably the last one for the season, Angel Navarro. First off, Angel, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Now, real quickly, a whole bunch of changes are coming next season, but it's like they say, you got to finish this season first off, and then it's on to next season. So tell me, what are you looking forward to the debut of Sebring here in the NRSL?
Well, all I'm looking for is some good hard racing.
Yeah, ain't that the truth right there? Quick and simple. So let's get down to your starting lineup, and then we'll talk about points in just a second. On the pole for this race is Jessica Shelton. Starting second is Dylan Poteet. Third, Kyle Miller. Fourth, Seth Cole. Starting fifth is William Duncan. That's second in the points right there. Sixth, Zach Rogers. Seventh is Cody Lamas. Eighth, JT Bryant. Ninth, Chris Walker. Top 10 is Johnny Gardner. Cody Lamas, one of your hometown heroes for this race. As we go through the starting lineup, Michael Norman is also his hometown race. As to with, remember me correctly who it is off the top of my head, Austin Mongold, Kyle Keith, and I believe that's about it. But on the final row, we have Trent Dunham and Zachary Fitzwater. So, Angel, this battle has been an absolute runaway. But after that race at Kansas, this is how the points go down. There's like a couple drivers that really have a good shot. Poteet, he is the points leader, as mentioned. Second in points is about 8 points back. That's William Duncan in the 55. And then about 14 back is Clint Spillman in the 4. However, he is in a really bad starting spot in 30th position, you've seen. Other drivers that could have a shot, Kyle Keith in the 42, 16 back, Zach Rogers 19 back, Johnny Gardner 18 back, then Zach Rogers 19 back, and then RJ Bishop 21 back. Those are probably the drivers with the best bet, and then 22 back is Zach Flickinger in the 8. So those are the drivers with the best chance of probably catching up. There's still a couple other drivers that still have mathematical possibility, but just doesn't look good for them heading into the championship round. So we're about ready to get the command to fire them up here. Let's hear those commands. There's the command to fire them up. Angel, the first thing I got to ask before we do our picks, do you think Dylan Poteet, if he gets a good finish, do you think he'll solidify that championship?
Possibly. We've seen the same thing done with last year's champion, Chris Washer.
We got a problem with one of the cars. It is a gray car, and it's one of the hometown heroes. It's Austin Mongold.
Austin Mongold, yeah.
The Ocala native here. And we got problems with Barber and Michael Wall, and now we'll wisely go to the right side of the course.
That's not something he wanted to see, honestly.
Last Florida race of the season, too, and that's tough for Austin Mongold. Keep in mind, too, all of the drivers here who are in their final seasons have not won a race yet, with the exception of Chris Washer. He's the only one. Drivers that would love to get a win. I think that the one that really would like to the most, Michael Norman in the 3, hometown native right there. Tanner Sullivan in the 2 would love to do the same thing. But you know what? There's plenty others that can get this win, too. You never know. Pace car is going to dive on down the pit road. Jessica Shelton, Dylan Poteet, they're going to lead us down. 14 laps of action, no caution. Just like the Xfinity race. Here we go. For the first time ever in the Cup Series history, we are green at Sebring. And
boogity, let's go racing.
And Jessica Shelton got to a nice jump right there. Poteet got caught sleeping right there. We got to keep an eye on this turn. Just the Xfinity race, that was their trouble spot right there. And already Connor Meyer with issues.
Oh, and that's heavy damage to the 51.
And James Qualls with an issue, too.
Heavy damage to both of those drivers.
And Clint Spillman's got a buckle on the hood. That's not good to see. He needs to survive, but more importantly, he needs the 31 to have an issue. That is the main thing a lot of these drivers need to see. That 31 right there needs to have something wrong. Whether it's a mess up or something else. Oh, I knew 3 wide. Oh, one car on the wall. Richard just bounced off Tang.
Tang in the grass.
Keep it together, but someone hit the wall. I don't know who it was. I think that may have been Ian Dutta. Fitzwater's off the pace.
No
And
caution.
still, no cautions, obviously, because remember, it's a road course. Oh, there goes Tang into the wall hard. Tanner Sullivan just flat out got the 81.
And that might not be the best idea because they're all in close quarters.
Oh,
So if that
Alex May
move,
also with damage in the 18 there. Sorry to cut you off, but yeah, you're right though. Definitely not the best idea. And oh, problems for Kyle Matthews. He's got a ton of front end damage, and he is holding up Mason Powers and his teammate Clint Spillman in the 4 right there. Fellow chaser who nearly getting involved right there. Man, they're really swerving around right here.
a lot of this might not be the best time to start passing, guys. You want to play it safe around the corners.
Only car on pit road right now is Jackie Tang, but Jessica Sheldon enjoying her lead right now. Pote in a really good position, though, in second place right now, currently the top chaser. But his teammate and fellow owner, Seth Cole, is in the 4th position, the next chaser there. Then William Duncan right now roaming in that 5th position. Another thing, too, the pit stops could come into play, and also at the same time, these drivers could really battle out and could have a problem. Honey Garner having some battle with Charles Sanford there, and Anthony Ritchie, who took a slide right there. Keep together. Keep in mind, he was also one of the other drivers that announced his retirement, but not too long ago, though. Just recently announced it, so shame right there. But now we're entering the trouble turn right here, and Dylan Pote got to hold on a second for now. Seth Cole working on Kyle Miller. Can't seem to do it.
Mower, one of the drivers who are retiring after this season, he might want to look for a last win.
Oh, yeah, he's really going to try hard right there. He came close a couple weeks ago, but he's had a good effort. And Kyle Matthews, who went down pit road, he got his damage repaired on the 09 Beast Kings Island Chevrolet. Agent Navarro coming off pit road. I have no idea what happened to him. I think, let me see here. Did he actually have damage here? Let me see.
I think I might have spotted a buckle. Possibly.
Small buckle. But you never know. There's still a race to go. Oh, and problems for one car. That's Anthony Ritchie.
Ah, poor guy.
He was running in the 12th position, and he just got dumped.
A bit of a buckle as well on his hood.
You're going to see a lot of that throughout this race. A lot of buckles on hoods there. As McIntyre nearly got turned by Ferranti. McIntyre, keep in mind, also has damage on the 19 Aris Toyota right there. Ferranti is trying to get around the 19, and here he comes. He's going to try again. I guarantee you, sometimes in the road course, though, you can get impatient trying to get around the car, and you can try to make a bad move to where you could basically trump a person just to make the move count. Kyle Miller, Seth Cole try to do what they can to get the Dylan Pote, but Pote's enjoying where he's at. Now, keep in mind, if they were to finish where they are, William Duncan would be a total of 10 points back, and everyone else in the championship battle would be eliminated. That would be a basic wrap-up for Dylan Pote in the 31, but you never know. Some strange things happen. The first Cup Series season we had, guess who managed to win the championship? It wasn't Cody Lamas, because he was the points leader at that time in Zen Joltis, at least by 8 points. Instead, it turned out to be Anthony Emery, who ended up taking the championship by getting 12 points. Oh, wow.
Sorry to cut you off right there. Duncan went way too wide into the corner.
Yeah, that's
cost him a bunch of time on Seth Cole.
And Zach Rogers, he's trying to make sure he could get an opportunity to battle the championship. At the same time, he's got to get around that 31. That's the main goal the 9 car's got to have. He's got a good, strong car. His last lap was the strongest lap. However, William Duncan's got the strongest car right now. He ran the fastest lap with a 155.402. Pote ran a 155.547.
He might have the fastest car, but can he use that speed to catch up to the leaders?
Checking on the rest of the field there. DJ Curtis.
Curtis out of the race.
Oh, he's still continuing. Doesn't really have a whole lot of damage. Just, I think he went down pit road to repair something, but he may have had a problem, though.
Spun.
Caleb Parrots, that's another driver who's retiring that's having some bad luck. Chris Washer, oh, what happened to the 35?
Most of these drivers probably must have spun.
May not have seen it there. That's a tough break for Washer. You could just tell how Sebring's playing a factor in the second last race before the finale. And Zach Flickinger with some damage in the 8 car a bit. Kyle Keefe's trying to get around on the left side or on the right side, and that would be the reason why. Flickinger's coming down pit road. Also, McCurry on down. Oh, we got plenty of cars coming on down.
Do they have damage?
That's Ferranti, Pollard the third.
Yeah, he got
James
damage. I
McCurry.
can see it.
Yeah, and Zach Flickinger. And I think Chris Washer's going to follow, too. And Jessica Sheldon still continuing her joyride right now. And Kyle Miller has still been able to hang on to that third position, but he's taking that advantage to try to hunt down Dylan Pote in the 31. Now, keep in mind, too, he's got 3 chasers behind him. Seth Cole, William Duncan, and Zach Rogers. Then you got a couple of non-chasers behind, Cody Lamas and J.T. Bryant. And then the next chaser right there is Johnny Gardner. He's been on a surge, but just he needs every point he can. Because if you see in the points where he's at, Johnny Gardner is a total of 18 back. He's been having some good momentum, but if Dylan Pote finishes ahead of Johnny Gardner in this one, it's all over for him trying to battle for the championship. And speaking of Pote, he is really trying to get some insurance on that championship run right there. He's trying to get ahead of Shelton. Now, if Pote gets the win, keep in mind one thing too. That's 2 extra bonus points for the 31. And say where they're at right now is the race results. Pote would have 16 points. Seth Cole would have 13. William Duncan would have 12. Zach Rogers would have 11. 12 points to Duncan compared to 16 for Dylan Pote. 4 points really doesn't matter. And that would be a 12-point lead Dylan Pote would have over the 55 of William Duncan. So he really needs to make sure that 31 does not get that win. And Jessica Sheldon doing a good job holding up the 31 as they're coming down pit road. Pit stops are coming in on lap 4 of 14.
Oh, and it appears our
lap 5.
Our 2 chasers did not come down to pit road.
Oh no, the 18 got a ball. Tanner Sullivan, Kyle Keith went around. They create a block up on pit road.
That's 2 of our hometown heroes right there.
The 18 went for a late dive to pit road, and it did not work out in his favor. Trent Dunham also involved in the 1. Oh my word! What was Alex May thinking right there? And that is a terrible move by the 18 right there. That's going to end not only his day, but ruin the day of Kyle Keith and others right there. Especially
he even might get penalized for that.
Never know. Zach Rogers out in a way is the number 9 Dodge Mopar Dodge Dart there. And there's Jessica Shelton in the 02. But Pote, you can see in that 31, trying to do what he can there. Now these drivers are leaving pit road at the same time. This really is going to play a factor. Because I believe, Seth Cole across the stripe as the leader. If there's a random phone going off. Sheldon is trying to make sure she can get this win. Kyle Matthews, keep in mind, he is damaged with no hood, and he's still somewhat keeping up the pace. Sometimes it doesn't take a whole lot of strong car to be up there. You just got to know how to maneuver the turns well. You'll be A-OK right there. Kyle Miller trying to hunt down Dylan Pote. Where's William Duncan? I just realized. Oh, one car with issues. It's Kyle Keith in the 42, and James Qualls just ran into him. And the 17 has got heavy front end damage.
That might not be good enough.
Oh, look how this is going to be.
That close.
He went 3 wide because of the slow car there. I think Kyle Keith, he has got to be really frustrated at the 17 of Caleb Harris. Smoke's gone, but I think he's going to be out of it. That's a tough blow right there for him. Now the other driver's coming on down pit road. Oh, Devin Becker with damage on the 98 there. Now William Duncan, he stayed out. Same with Seth Cole until now. He's got to really make a clutch pit stop right here and make sure he stays ahead. As Jessica Sheldon, I thought for a second was coming down pit road. Kyle Matthews on down now. They got to get out now. They're going to get ahead of that 0-2, and that is what they're going to do. William Duncan and Seth Cole, are they going to actually beat the 0-2, let alone the 31?
Not likely the 55. He does. He's going to clear possibly the 0-2.
Oh, but Sheldon is all over the back bumper, that 55 Toyota right there. She's got to be really careful, but a nice strategy stop by William Duncan. Now we got to see if it plays out to the factors. You could tell Sheldon's got more fresh rubber compared to the 55. 55 hasn't really warmed up the tires, and now Shelton all over the back bumper trying to shove the 55 of William Duncan out of the way, who nearly dumps him.
Oh, she
Holy
went late.
cow.
She went.
Oh
She
no!
said, "Oh
Shove it,
no!
Duncan! Oh
Oh
my
no!
God! Oh my God, are you
They're
serious?
both wrecked.
She took out the chase contender. I do not believe it.
Wow. That's a
That is
chaser
huge
right
championship implications. RJ Bishop smoking as well as McCurry.
there. That's my money too. Oh shit.
Pitchwater. This may have just handed Dylan Pote the championship. But Zach Rogers could be last hope. He has got to get every point he can off that 31 who has left side damage.
He might have to run a little dirty, that 9 car of Rogers. He might have
That
to run a little
31's
bit of
got
dirt.
left side damage, keep in mind. So this could actually play a factor. I still cannot believe that, though. What just happened? That was unbelievable. However, if something happens to Pote, then William Duncan may have a chance. You never know, though.
Duncan may have a chance, but then again, it's all down to Zen Joltis.
You can see right here the drivers out of the race right now are Austin Mongol, Jackie Tang, Connor Meyer. Pollard III is way back. Same with Dunn Becker. I think they're on pit road as of what we speak. Alex May, Tanner Sullivan, Zachary Fitzwater, RJ Bishop did manage to finish ahead of 55 car, keep in mind. Unreal, though. McCurry, Keith, and Parrots also out of the race. And Rogers going underneath the 31. Can he get the move?
That might not be the best thing. They're going into the corner. Oh,
he's really trying, though.
Oh,
Rogers is really trying, though. And he's actually one of the drivers that's really good at this track. That's why he's up here in the front of the field.
Oh, but
this is a battle for the top chase spot.
But Poteet's still not giving it away.
No, and this is where, in this track, it's a lot of right-handers here. Oh, Pote kind of really messed up the corner a bit right there. Rogers with a good exit. He's really trying. Miller actually shoved the 31 out of the way and helps the 9 get the spot. But not cleared.
Cool.
Oh, he's not clear. Oh, the 9 slit the corner.
He bumps him.
Miller took him out. Miller took out the 31 and the 9. And the Pote involved.
Poteet's out. Poteet's out.
Unbelievable. This is why we are here at Sebring, because anything can happen. And William Duncan, I think, just had saving grace right there because of what just happened to the 31.
Wait a minute. Seth Cole's on pit road.
Yeah, that's another chaser.
There might be some problems on the.
That's in front. That's at least 4 of the top 5 drivers starting this race involved. Oh, and Richie plowed into Miller. Washer sliding in the grass.
Washer in the grass. He's
gonna be okay. You just gotta get out of there.
What a race it's been.
What is going on? I have never seen this much calamity in a race like this. But I think Zach Rogers really has to thank the 43 of Kyle Miller for that one there. If that was not an MVP move that Rogers has to thank, I don't know what is there. Right now, the current top chaser is Johnny Gardner again. Are you serious?
Johnny Gardner's on a roll right now.
We have 2 chasers. 3. Waiting for the pace car there, or at least 4 chasers. Oh, problems for Michael Norman in the 3 there. It looks like his day is going to be over there. 5 chasers. 6, 7 chasers still remaining in this race. I think JT Bryant, he may have this in the bag and pull up his second road course win, but he's got 7 more laps to complete. What a race this has been, though, nonetheless. William Duncan got taken out of that race thanks to Jessica Shelton. And then Kyle Miller got into Zach Rogers, who then gets into Dylan Pote, takes out himself and the 31, and this just throws probably the craziest loophole I think I've ever seen in any race heading into the season finale at Zen Joltis. I guarantee you that 31 team has got to be really upset right there.
Nearly the starting 5 is out of the race.
I think if my memory serves me correctly, I think the 3rd place car still remaining, as now we have confirmed that I think 80 has called it quits. Yes, Seth Cole is out of it. They're dropping like flies in this one. But this is a lucky break for some of the drivers in the chase that really are trying to just get ahead of the 31 and get whatever points they can. There's Miller smoking on pit road, and a huge applause from the 9th pit team and the 55s.
Duncan's out. Shelton's out.
Yep.
That's who's third. That was who was third.
Yeah,
Kyle Miller. He's out.
Now looking here, Dylan Pote is right now in the 27th position, not head up back on track. I don't think he's going to continue, but then again, we'll wait for the official word as Levi McIntyre's heading up pit road to do his second stop and last stop of the day. We'll see if he can hang on. He should be okay. Michael Walton doing the same thing. Clint Spillman, fellow chaser, and Trent Dunham repairing his car and doing the service as well. But this has just been the most craziest race ever. Zachary Fitzwater last scored 26, and keep in mind, yes, he is ahead of the 31. So when he crosses the stripe, he will definitely be ahead of the 31 for a fact. Here's the main question, though. Is JT Bryant all good to go, or will these chasers wreck it up as well? But for Johnny Gardner and Zach Rogers, this is huge for them, and there could be more than a two-man fight heading into Zenjoltis.
This could very well turn into a 4, even a 5-man fight for the championship.
Well, we do know for a fact William Duncan and Dylan Pote, they're going to be definitely in the battle for the championship. It's just a matter of how far behind and who's going to really be the closest one, because you can see once again the 55 is there, and only one chaser separated from him and Dylan Pote, so 9 points separate between Pote and William Duncan. Now JT Bryant is going around the lap car, Zachary Fitzwater with ease there, no problem at all. He just wanted to get him out of the way.
Sorry about that. There must be some kind of emergency outside.
And look
they're
at this.
coming down pit road.
They're making their final stop right here.
You got to make sure no one gets into the pit wall.
I don't think they'll go in the pit wall because of how separate it is, but all the lead lap cars with the leaders are heading down.
This is the money stop.
Yes, it is. Now the question is this, though. Are they going to play a strategy like in the Xfinity race, or are they going to go with a 4-tire, 2-can stop? Johnny Gardner did not get in quicker than Bryant, so I think Bryant may be a quicker pit stop in mind, unless a slower pit stop with the 22 comes into hand. So far, 2 tires, now 4 tires going around for the Perrier Ford. At Dodge Dart, both of them, they got to get going. They got to know they got to get going. And out goes Gardner. Obviously, he's going to be behind the 16. And out goes the 9. You could tell the 22 had a good pit stop. That was a clutch pit stop right there for JT Bryant. Oh, man, Ferranti trying to do what he can there in the Castrol GTX Toyota right there. If I were Ferranti, I would just try to finish the race out. I wouldn't try to go over aggressive. That's the lead cars right there. I wouldn't do anything stupid. That wouldn't be the best idea.
That wouldn't be the best idea, but he's still going to do it. Possibly.
You never know.
I mean, we've seen that kind of thing
Yeah, they
happen.
wasted no time. They're trying to get around that lap car and try to hunt down the 22 as quickly as possible.
He's using the 16 as a
look
pick
at
right
the
now.
29 trying to use the 16 as a pick.
Oh, there you go.
And he is. Johnny Gardner, he's not happy about that one there. Now keep in mind the 29 is a lap down.
And that might be all she wrote for JT Bryant at this point.
I think so. Yeah, you can tell that 82 is struggling to get around that 16. He's got to be yelling at the radio, get out of my way. I got to deal with the leader. You're just a lap car. Get out of the way.
The 16, keep in mind, although he might be, I think, a lap down, he's still a road course ringer. He knows how to drive these racetracks.
And actually, my apologies with Fitzwater. He is a lap down, but Alex Ferranti is actually in second because of his pit stop there. So, not a bad move by the 29 to get around the 82 with the 16 as a pick. But he's got a little bit of a cleaner car than JT Bryant. But the question is, can he get the job done? One last look roaming through here. You could just see the cars scattered around. But a lot of saving grace for a few drivers there. But the question is, did they gain enough points to they're going to be bound for the championship? That's going to be the key question when we finish the race here. The answer is I hope so. For some of these drivers.
I do hope so as well.
I know for drivers like Levi McIntyre, it don't look good because when this race started, he was a total of 28 back, and he needed Pote to really finish in the bottom of the field, and that really looks like he's that's one. Ferranti back on
down.
pit road. Mason Powers back on pit road. Right there's the 41. Zach Flickinger on pit road.
He must have not taken a pit stop.
Nope, not really. And now he's going to get his pit service out of the way. A later pit stop for the 29, and now the lead between JT Bryant and Johnny Gardner, nearly 4 seconds there. It ain't over yet because there's some strange things that's happened before, but JT Bryant, keep in mind, he won at open roads, but came back from 4.5 seconds. Right now he's at a 3.71 lead. I bet you he does not want to have open roads as a flashback. Because if he does, that probably will haunt him right there. Looking for a second road course win of the season, and I think third of the season overall. But Bryant enjoying the run he is in right now. Johnny Gardner did get around Fitzwater in the 16, as well did the 9 of Zach Rogers, the 48 of Lamas, 77 of Shearer, and now the 03 of Charles Samper. This has been one of the craziest races I think I've ever seen, though. Hands down. I don't care what fan you are of any league race, whatever road course, whatever speedway, super speedway, short track you watch, that right there, heading into the championship, I cannot get the words out of my mouth to spit out to say that was unbelievable. And I'm going fully honest here. I did not expect that at all. Right now, as of what we speak, 23 cars are on the lead lap. 24 remain on the track. Only one car left down. That's Zachary Fitzwater. 25th on down. Out of the race. Dylan Pote, the top of the chasers there. Finishing 27th. Seth Cole will end up 29th. William Duncan 30th. Mentioned all the chasers. Keep in mind. Kyle Keith 33rd. RJ Bishop 35th. 37th. Stephen Pollard the 3rd. And that is about it, because all the others, are non-chasers. But JT Bryant is your leader. We are going to keep it with JT Bryant's cars. I'm going to quickly let my dogs in. So, Angel, you go ahead and do the honors real quick while I get my dogs let in there.
And currently, the 22 Harrier Ford is resting with a comfortable lead. Watch him take the corners with ease. He's probably going to do okay. Now the main battle, unfortunately I can't show, is between those two chasers behind him. The 82 and the 9. Now they're really close to each other. The question is, can they be able to get to each other in time?
As I got back in a moment of time right there. But you can tell the gap, by the way, too, I forgot to mention, did increase for JT Bryant. But now Johnny Gardner, because he has draft of Zach Rogers, I don't really think they're going to gain a whole lot of ground. But, hey, like I said, Paul Barber with damage on pit road.
Paul Barber possibly out of the race.
Yeah, that's tough right there. This is heading into his finishing out the season for Keith Motorsports. It's undetermined whether or not he's going to return, but you never know. Some strange things have happened before. 2 laps to go, and the margin did change, but it increased for Johnny Gardner and Zach Rogers, and Mason Powers having some trouble getting around Kyle Matthews in the 09 there. And now with those turns, the 41 will say sayonara to the Beast Chevrolet. And Trent Dunham on pit road as well. He is out and away. Michael Walton, Brett Pritchard, and Levi McIntyre on pit road as well.
Who knows if that 22 might need to make a service adjustment.
And I want to say, too, if my memory serves me correctly, when we headed to the white flag lap, the leader of the race at that time did come down pit road. So some strange things have happened before. But if it does happen, though, got to remember, these two would battle for the top chase spot and the win. But right now, I don't blame Gardner and Rogers for trying to battle right now. This is technically the top chase battle and every point matters. So do or die, right? As long as you
Yep.
don't wreck each other. That would be the key thing. Your goal is to not only get up to the 31 in points, but at the same time, you're trying not to wreck each other to where you get yourselves mathematically eliminated from the title contention. But at the same time, you got to represent Dodge Dart as well. The white flag soon to be displayed for JT Bryant. A lot of eyes are going to be on him, but also at the same time, eyes are on Johnny Garner and Zach Rogers. Dodge Dart has just been exploding the last few races, but can they finish it out? JT Bryant coming off the final turn, coming over here, heading over to the start-finish line. You're seeing where the Moto 1 is to receive the white flag here at Sebring. Not coming down pit road.
Not coming
white
down.
flag displayed for JT Bryant. Coming off pit road is Ian Dunn in the 32. Still, the top chasers are trying to run away with this. They're Gardner. Well, they managed to slim down the time, but just obviously they're running out of time right there. One last look roaming through here. Sky Commons doing a quick gas and go right there. Keith Batson coming on down pit road, surrendering the 9th position. You can see the rest of the drivers on here. They're just trying to make sure they save all the gas they can. James Qualls trying to limp around. Same for Chris Washer and DJ Curtis. But JT Bryant trying to conserve and save gas. Remember, he won a road course race at Open Roads. Had a good stellar season. Unfortunately missed out on the chase. He was one of those drivers that first came up to NRSL Race Hub and said, you know what? I'm going to show you why I deserve to be in the chase. And he was not joking. He ended up having some good runs, did not DNF more than half the season of the chase of these 9 races. I was almost saying 10. And I'll tell you what, though, JT Bryant's road course abilities have just been superb. As could we see a battle for second? Not really, but Rogers is trying to do what he can to hunt down the 82 My Circle Dodge Dart there. But for
Question
JT
is,
Bryant,
does he have enough time to make it?
Yeah, JT Bryant, this is the key thing right here. If he can get through these turns without running out of gas or come down pit road, he should be all good to go. But like they say, strange things have happened in the NRSL, so don't count it out. We see it in Xfinity. We see it in Cup. JT Bryant, though, coming off the final turn. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Is he stuttering? No, he's not. He's going to make it. Checker flag is out. JT Bryant's going to win at Sebring, and Johnny Garner will be the top chaser again here at Sebring. Unbelievable. Johnny Garner has exploded. He's going to be in for sure bound for the championship. Same for Zach Rogers, William Duncan, Dylan Pote, or at least the 4 drivers confirmed, bound for the championship.
And this will solidify both. Who is the 3rd highest chaser there?
I believe that would be Clint Spillman. Now the question is this, though. Because of where he's at in the points, you got to wait till he crosses the stripe. If he's going to have enough points to finish this one out. Because no other chasers behind him, which is a good sign. DJ Hertz is way far back. But we got to wait till he crosses the stripe. And there's the Budweiser Chevrolet. I guarantee you he's going to really be watching this thing right here. He should be all good to go as well. So we may have 5 drivers confirmed into the championship run because Clint Spillman, before this race began, he was a total of 14 back. And if you see on your points thing right here, he's going to have 9 points compared to Dylan Pote, who is going to have 6 points. So we gained 3 points off the 31. But that is a huge, huge sigh of relief right there. And Zachary Fitzwater, who was actually 16 back from Dylan Pote, will just miss out on the run as well. Kyle Keith will not make it as well. Actually, no, he was 26 back. My apologies, I read that wrong there. My apologies there. I'm thinking it was 16, but There he is, folks. JT Bryant, your winner for this race. Top 10 rundown was JT Bryant, Johnny Gardner, Zach Rogers, Kev Shearer, Charles Samper, Cody Wallace, Zach Flickinger, Sky Commons, Alex Ferranti, and Levi McIntyre completing the top 10. Here's the rest of your finishing result here at Sebring, and some notables here. You got Mason Powers, who finished 12th. Clint Spillman, 16th, as mentioned. Navarro, the co-commentator, will end up 17th, despite everything that happened to him. What a great run right there, nonetheless. So that was a fantastic run for Angel Navarro. We'll take a look at some of the wrecks that took place. More importantly, with the leaders and all that. DJ Curtis will come away in the 20th position. Chris Washer, 19th. Let's see here. Paul Barber was the first one out of the race in 24th. 21 cars finished in the lead. Lap 23 finished the race. Fitzwater will end up 23rd. Miller, 26th. Pote, 27th. Norman, 28th. 29th, Seth Cole. 30th, William Duncan. Holster Jessica Show will end up 31st. Kyle Keith will end up 33rd. RJ Bishop 35th. Pollard III 37th. Tanner Sullivan 38th. And then the last two drivers finished the race, Jackie Tang and Austin Mongold. Well, let's go take a look at some of the wrecks that took place here at Sebring. So we're taking a look at Connor Meyer. We're going to go to the helicopter camera angle. Looks like Alex May is going to actually hook the 51 a bit, who then heads down to the inside wall, right to the edge there. James Qualls, nowhere to go. McCurry, Keith Mattinson, Tanner Sullivan, all getting involved right there. And wow, that was a shot by the 51 right there. I am lagging a bit, but you kind of get the premise of what happened there. Let's go. This was the incident between Brett Pritchard and Michael Norman. Norman was all over the corner panel of the 49. I mean, literally all over the corner. And he's going to clip him right here. You can see both actually kind of save it, but then the 49 just kisses the tires. And right there getting into Jackie Tang in the 81. Which then you can see Tang really going along the grass right there. Small incident, but they kept it together, so it was a good save nonetheless. But that turn really caused an issue for a whole bunch of drivers. And Angel, you can agree with me on that for sure. That was a big trouble spot for all the drivers going into this race.
Yep, as you can clearly see. Oh wait, did the clip pass already?
Who did?
No, the clip.
Yeah, it did.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of technical difficulties here, folks.
So on to the next one. So here's a look at what happened. And this is going to be the second time the 3 has gotten into someone. This time Anthony Ritchie coming off the turn right here. Gorman gets a good run. Just got to the corner panel of the Farmers Insurance Chevrolet. And then there goes the 5 going around just like that. Hits the inside wall you're going to see right over there. But that was a lucky break for the 5 because no one else got into him. So that was a lucky break right there. So that's what happened to Ritchie. I think a lot of people are going to take notes on this one here. When in a race, if you were on the outside line, you want to take a pit stop, take the turn sharp, just don't do it what Alex May did. And he realized he had to come down pit road. He actually slid right there, and he just does not turn enough. He thought he was all good to go, but I don't think his eyes were working at the time, and just hits the pit wall right there. Kyle Keith, nowhere to go. Tanner Sullivan, nowhere to go. Michael Walton, just a tiny piece of it, and really just blocks up the pit road area you can see right there.
Let's see where Trent Dunham got his damage from.
Yeah, that's also I'm curious too. But you could see like drivers like Mason Powers, Trent Dunham, Ian Dutta, Clint Spillman, Anthony Ritchie, all just held up right there because of the bonehead move by Alex May. Not a good idea right there.
That's what I call animal abuse.
Yeah, right. Now let's go check out the ones wreck. We gotta go all the way back to this incident. Now this was not the Trent Dunham incident because he actually got involved in the first lap there, but this was a battle for position between Caleb Harris in the 17. The 06 is Steve Ball III, and the 98 Devin Becker. Paul III is going to clip the 17 into the 98. All 3 of them head for that tire right there. And wow, Devin Becker got stuck right there. Pollard III and Paris got off the ground. There's where RJ Bishop gets involved in the 91.
That's a violent hit.
That's McCurry's incident.
McCurry hard into the 06.
That was technically your big one right there at Sebring.
Oh, but that was a violent impact for the 17.
That was a hard hit. And then you're going to see in the background right there, Angel Navarro, Kyle Keith, they're minding their own business. Navarro is actually going to get by. Kyle Keith, unfortunately, no. Gets into the 06 right there. Smoke erupts from the Target Dodge there. That's where he gets involved. Mason Powers, close call right there. He gets around.
He barely clipped.
Yeah, that was a close
Yes.
call right there. But that was look what happened there. Now we really got to look at that incident between 55 of William Duncan. This should be
No, wait,
interesting.
no, wait. There was something else that occurred before that occurred after like this
Oh,
wreck.
oh yeah. Watch James Qualls too. Watch this here before I forget. Sideswipe the 42, as I forgot to mention. I think someone also hit the 42
Oh
when
no,
this
there's something
happened.
else happens that between the 17 as well. Watch.
Oh yeah, this one. Yeah, see, that was a close call right there. The 99 and the 40, that was a close call. You
That
actually see
was,
Spillman move the 42 out of the line there. Almost getting involved right there. I don't
and
think...
that's 99's teammate.
No. Or was it
Oh yeah,
Trent?
I said that's the 99's teammate, the 17.
Yeah.
He nearly got into his teammate there.
I don't think anyone else got into him there, Angel. Not that I can think of. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
That was dangerously close
That was
there between.
that's what you call a slide job. Oh, that's what happened. Ian Dutta. Well, good thing you did say something, because I did not know about Ian Dutta crashing. Take a look at this. I don't know whose fault that was entirely. If that was Kyle Keefe trying to mind his own business, or Ian Dutta just went for the wrong decision. But he just does a slide job. He tries to get around him with the right side and just runs straight into the back of him, and that's what happens to the outer wall Chevrolet. I don't know whose fault really you want to count that as, but that was just a terrible move.
I'm pretty sure Dota had like the faster car. He could have easily just swerved away from that.
Unbelievable. That was what happened with there. Now we're going to take a look at the 55 track.
Now, here's what I call in consideration, right? You got a guy who just came out of pit road, all right? He got fresh tires and everything. You're coming into the corner, right? He just came off of pit road. He's just warming his tires up. You're already on like two laps of rubber. So what do? You're just going to hook his back bumper, all right? Like so. And then let's wait for this, because this is actually going to take a while. You're essentially just giving him a bit of a bump draft.
Now keep in mind the 02 was all over the 55's bumper, and you can see behind too. I think the 31, yeah, it was all over the same of the JT Bryant car too. I think this is where right here, the 02 gets into the 55 right there, nearly bumped him. That this was the sure sign right there. The 02 really
that something was going to go wrong.
And then right
see
there,
here.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Boom.
Right, and actually, you look at Shelton was on two wheels on top of the tires. That's something you really don't see a lot. Not only road courses, but just a crash in general. But that's unfortunate. Let's look one more time. But especially off that turn. But you could tell from seeing in that angle. But you could see when they're slowing down too. Look at even Jessica Shelton. It's all over the back bumper right there.
And Duncan's just plowing at that point. He plowed into the corner after getting that one shot by the 0-2 got him. He went way too wide into this corner, and then afterwards Shelton got way too impatient, sent him and herself into the wall.
Here's the thing I do want to ask you though, Angel. Do you think if the 55 managed to just cut the grass, do you think these two would have been all right?
Oh, I don't think so, because and then I'm going to be pretty sure that they would still be going at the same speed. Shelton would just hit the wall, but Duncan would end up getting clipped by someone possibly because he had to back out of the gas if he got into the grass, honestly.
That's what you hear from Angel Navarro. Now, that was the first part that lost our minds, but this one right here, this is the next one. This definitely lost our minds for sure. Let's look at Dylan Poteet's wreck. So Zach Rogers, he managed to battle Dylan Poteet really, really hard, and I don't blame him for doing this. He's trying to get the top chase spot. That was a good move by the 9. Try to get what you can off the points leader and try to battle really hard. But you could see coming off of here, though, I think this was off of here, though, Zach Rogers, he gets way too wide right off the corner right here. And you can see Kyle Miller's right there, too. You can see right there, Miller is going to actually clip the 9. You're going to see right there. And it's going to turn into the 31. The 43 then tries to save it as well. Could not. And the 9, if it wasn't for that save right there, he would have not been top 2 of the chasers.
And here's an obligatory song that I play. If there's if there's a wreck like this?
Let's look at the right side of Zach Rogers' car. I think it was the right or the left. I think it was the right. Yeah. Now you're gonna see right over here. That's the 31 of Pote. Now keep in mind behind is Kyle Miller right there. But you can just see, watch from the corner there. You can see the 31 right there. Now he's gonna get clipped right about here. And then you could just see the 31 is just going to get sent from the side right there. And the 9 is sideways, but then saves it. As soon as I bet he's seen the 31. I feel like that's for all the swerving. I guarantee you that would have been a great meme.
It's not always because of the swerving. It's how Rogers' impressive save was. Literally just drifted through the corner in an attempt to save the car.
And we'll have one more look at it from the spectator camera. Actually, no, from the TV2 camera angle here. Just look.
Actually, let's go on board.
Yeah, let's look at it from TV2 one more time right here. But yeah, you can just see right there. The 9 really drove it way wide right there. The 43 was just right there in the corner. And for Zach Rogers, it was just go along with the ride and hope to save it. And he did. He did a great job right there. That's a rookie doing a veteran move right there. And keep in mind, Rogers, he is a rookie in this series, but veteran in other leagues too, so that just shows you how the experience really can come into play. So one last time, here's a look at the results and all that. Angel, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so much. If you want to check out Angel's channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys later.